The black community, especially, deserves seeing Will Smith sit down. I don't care if it's with the Breakfast Club. I don't care if it's with Oprah. Because you know it ain't going to be me, right? You ain't going to sit down with me. Because some questions going to get asked, okay? But I don't care who it's with. You got to provide an explanation as to why that happened. It can't be that you went to therapy and you learned the error of your way. A lot of folks ain't get over that. A lot of folks find it hard to just go to the movies to watch you. I'm one of those people.
What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Stephen A. Smith saying that Will Smith owed the black community an apology for slapping Chris Rock. Let's talk about that. So, Stephen A. Smith on his he has his own show that's on YouTube where he speaks about different topics, and he was speaking about the success of the new Bad Boys movie, which recently did 100 million this weekend on this opening weekend. I gotta go see that, man. Salute to, I'm the fan of the Bad Boys franchise in general. I think we all are. If Stephen A. kind of lost, he would know that the black community is fans of the Bad Boys franchise, because Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are two people that most black people, and especially in my generation, grew up on, right? So Stephen A. Smith's thought process was that, you know, Will Smith, he don't want to go see Will Smith at the movies. He'll much rather see Will Smith have a sit down with somebody and talk about what was going through his head and apologize to the black community for what he did to Chris Rock. What the that was so like out there and outlandish that I just couldn't even believe that he said that. Like, that just, it doesn't make any sense. Why would Will Smith need to apologize to the black community for a personal matter that happened between him and Chris Rock? And as far as I know, I felt like Will Smith talked to him and apologized to him. If I'm not mistaken, if I am, y'all let me know in the comments. I thought he reached out to him and apologized. I know he made a statement, or had his people make a statement about the situation. I know he spoke about kind of what happened. You know, this situation with Jada. If anything, I heard a lot more people blaming Jada for that situation than they did Will Smith, because Jada want a thug. She, you know, still love Tupac, and I guess put some of that energy on Will, and Will Smith just naturally a nice guy. He don't need to be no thug. We love Will Smith. So to say Will Smith need to apologize to the black, like, who's outraged? That sound like hate. That sound like hate, or either, I believe Stephen A. Smith and Chris Rock are friends. If I'm not mistaken, I think they friends, and I think that might be where they're coming from. If we didn't learn anything from this Kendrick and Drake battle, man, these people that you feel like have influence don't really have no influence on the culture. So if you're trying to influence people to be mad at Will Smith, we're not. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to influence people to feel the type of way about Will Smith, we don't. If you're trying to influence people not to go see Bad Boys 4, we will. And it's already been happening. So I mean, what are you pushing here? Like, what's the narrative? What's the reason? We grew up on Will Smith. And I love Chris Rock. Chris Rock is a GOAT. Like, I'm not saying nothing negative about neither one of these GOATs. These are legends, right? Black Hollywood legends, right? We got to give both of them they props. You know, and Chris Rock, everybody hates Chris. That came later on in my life, you know, later on down the line. You know, you was Pookie, and you played a lot of other good roles and everything. And Chris Rock just a great comedian also as well. Great guy. But come on, man. We grew up with Will Smith. Fresh Prince. Summer, summertime. Come on, bro. People still play that at the cookouts, barbecues. You gonna hear Summertime. If you have family reunion, you gonna hear that. You know what I'm saying? Men in Black. Oh my goodness. And that's just my childhood. Will Smith is a staple in the black community. It's just like Martin with the Martin Show. It's just like Martin. You know, we grew up on Martin Payne. We would never cancel Martin, especially not for. I mean, bro, he slapped Chris Rock. Them two grown men, bro. I'm sure they hashed it out. Chris ain't sued. He ain't pressed charges. Thank you. Okay, that's cool. They banned Will Smith for I think like 10 years or something like that, bro. Nobody cares. We love Will Smith. Will Smith is Will Smith like the equivalent of Allen Iverson to the people. Like, real talk. Like, and Martin Lawrence kind of like that too. Like, it ain't really nothing they could do wrong where the people would turn on them. The people would never turn on Allen Iverson. The people would never turn on Will Smith. As long as he don't do no like super sucker stuff. I mean, you say what they want about Jada, Jada Pinkett. I mean, he got a black kids, whatever with their personal life. We don't even know if that stuff true or not. It's all speculation. That's them, bro. Nobody finna be against Will Smith for no Chris Rock. And love and salute to Chris Rock, who a legend in his own right. Put a lot of people on his own right. Come on, man. I didn't even really know who Nia Long was until I started seeing her on Fresh Prince. Real talk. Damn near the same with Tyra Banks. And then because you got to think, I was young at this point. I didn't really know who these people were like that. You know what I'm saying? All them baddies, that all them beautiful black queens that Will Smith presented to us. You know what I'm saying? To lust over as young boys. Come on, man. Just off that alone. And then just the family values and everything that came with, Will Smith. The Fresh Prince. You know what I mean? And kind of probably a lot more kids, especially where I grew up at. You know what I'm saying? I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. Where I grew up, you had some troubled kids that was, you know what I'm saying, who probably just needed some guidance and people around them to, help them to steer them on the right path. That's kind of really what that represented. You know what I mean? The Fresh Prince. He coming from Philly, from the gutter, from the projects, moving in with his people, and they poured love into him to help him become a better person. Man, shout out to Will Smith, bro. Will Smith, you don't owe us nothing. You don't owe us no apology. You don't owe us no nothing for nothing. Even when I was hearing about him and Martin Lawrence get into it, and that's why they didn't want to do another Bad Boys, because Martin family was ghetto and all of that. He don't owe us no, man. Will Smith don't owe us nothing. Matter of fact, thank you, Will Smith, for all of the childhood memories that you gave me as a young man. I really did. That's really from my heart. I appreciate that. I appreciate the loving moments that the Fresh Prince gave me as a young kid, and even still to this day, because I still watch an episode of Fresh Prince if it come on TV, BET or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the gym on the treadmill and some Fresh Prince come on, I'm watching it. Same for Martin. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever channel Fresh Prince come on. I know it's still in syndication. I still will watch that. Don't owe us nothing. You owe the black man. They don't owe me nothing. Don't owe no black community no apology. They no black community mad at no Will Smith. We love Will Smith. We always gonna love Will Smith. Just like black people gonna always love Tupac. They just on two different ends of the spectrum. If I ever were able to speak to Will Smith, I would say, Will, people love you just as much as they love black people. Love you just as much as they love Tupac. It's just on two different ends of the spectrum. You're a really, really, really good guy. We love that. We love what you provided us, over all these years, the entertainment. And then he really inspirational guy. If you ever just listen to him talking, his quotes and his, interviews. And we love Tupac, thug life, a rebel. You know what I'm saying? The son of a Black Panther, really riding for his people. We love. It's two different ends of the spectrum. That's all. They both can exist. But I love Will Smith. Yeah, and he not corny and ain't none of that, bro. Will Smith is a staple in the black community. So for somebody like Stephen A. Smith, who be treading on thin line, bro, Stephen A. Smith, and it's love, like this not no knock on him and no negative on him. If you ask black people, I guarantee this, if you did a poll in every ghetto around America, for people, especially from my generation, ask them, who do you prefer, or which guy means more to you in your overall growth and development, Will Smith or Stephen A. Smith? I'd say about 80, maybe 70 to 80% gonna say Will Smith. I'm pretty sure of that, because I hear niggas talk bad about Stephen A. Smith all the time, just regular black folks. I ain't never really heard no black folks talk bad about Will Smith, other than some of that swinger stuff. I ain't never heard them really just say nothing bad about him. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. I don't think we'll owe nobody a goddamn thing. Y'all tell me what y'all think. This the guy who's being their big favor, big abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. This the guy who's being their big favor, big abundance. I'm gone.